Elsie Silver, you've done it again. Okay, I'm intrigued. I'm too emotional for this. Yes, I'm crying over an ex-boyfriend's dad romance. Mind your business. Hello everyone, welcome back to my vlog channel. It's your girl HALEYJEAN, and today I am so excited to finally be filming another 24-hour reading vlog. It is currently September 22nd, 5 minutes away from it being 5 p.m. From 5 p.m. today to 5 p.m. tomorrow, I'm gonna try to do nothing but read and sleep. Probably, because there's just no way I'll realistically pull an all-nighter. I have a few things in mind for the TBR, but I think I'll just let you know as we go. We're gonna start with my monthly book club pick for September. It's also a new release that I cannot wait to read. This is Wildcard by Elsie Silver. So I cannot wait to start this ex-boyfriend's dad romance. Look at that art print. Oh my god. Gotta give a big shout out to Bloom. They were so kind enough to send me an ARC. Sebastian is a grumpy, hot as hell fire pilot who is too damn good with his hands. It's the perfect combination, but unfortunately for Gwen, he's also her ex-boyfriend's dad. Of course I have the physical copy, but I also have the audiobook. So I am going to be listening to the audiobook tonight as I make dinner. We're probably gonna go to the gym, maybe get some grocery shopping done. And so I will have the audiobook playing as I try to be a little bit productive. Oobly chocolate. Protein sweetened chocolate. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna do the milk chocolate. Cocoa Dreams. I'm listening to my audiobook, by the way. That's really good. It just tastes like chocolate. There's only 1 gram of sugar in here. It reminds me of Dove chocolate. My mom used to love like those Dove chocolate things. Okay, apologies if you can hear the dishwasher running in the background, but I just changed and we are about to go to the gym. I am currently on chapter 10, so I'm about 15% of the way through the book, and I'm gonna keep listening to the audiobook and bring my Kindle so I can keep reading while we get some cardio. Alright, I am back from the gym. I showered, did my skincare, put on some pajamas, and I'm here to give you a little reading update. It is currently 8:45 to be specific, and I just got to chapter 28, which is on page 273. So I would say that we're about 60% of the way through the book, and we are 4 hours into our 24-hour readathon. I am loving this book. I can't lie. I'm such a character-driven reader, especially when it comes to reading romance. I love Gwen, our FMC. She is definitely like a sunshine character, very bubbly, happy. She's also a yoga teacher, which I really enjoy. Such a fun career for a main character to have. But she has definitely some trauma and a lot of things that she's worked through, especially regarding her parents. And then the MMC, Sebastian, I think he is quickly becoming one of my all-time favorite Elsie Silver men. He definitely has his flaws, but his heart is always in the right place. And he is a character that has just been going through so much, and he is burnt out. His body is just shutting down. He's emotionally exhausted. And I won't give any spoilers, but we even get some stoner rep in this book, which I love. The scene around the weed, Maya's Mary Jane, honestly made me emotional. It was really, really sweet. So Elsie Silver, you've done it again. I'm very sad that the Rose Hill series is coming to an end, but I think this might just end up being one of my new favorites in the series. So yeah, I'm gonna cozy up here in my office. I want to see if I can at least finish this book tonight, and then maybe I'll let myself go to bed for a couple hours. There's just like no way in hell that I'm gonna be able to pull an all-nighter. That's just not in my DNA. Okay, I finished Wildcard. Oh my gosh, I'm emotional. I never expected an ex-boyfriend's dad romance to be so heartfelt and so emotional. I'm so happy that Sebastian, Gwen, and Clyde got some sort of a happy ending. I relate to Sebastian when he's really struggling, neglecting his own physical health, and letting his anxiety kind of lash out onto other people sometimes. And I really love these characters. I love it here. She finally whispers, "It's beautiful." I reply simply, "No, I mean here, with you, this life." I love it all. Yes, I'm crying over an ex-boyfriend's dad romance. Mind your business. It was just a really beautiful love story. Wow, I'm like, did not expect this at all. This was supposed to be fun. Anyway, in case it isn't obvious, this is a 5-star. But I'm sad that the Rose Hill series is over. I've now read all of her books so far, 3 of her series. She just continues to get better and better, and I love her work. I loved Rose Hill, and I'm really excited to see what we are going to get in Emerald Lake. It is now just after 11 p.m. I am going to go to bed. I'm so emotionally drained. I had no idea that this book was going to take me on that much of a roller coaster, so I am going to let myself get some sleep. And I will catch up with you tomorrow morning when we will start our second book. Good morning. It is almost 8 a.m., 7:46 right now. Josh just went downstairs to start work, and I am also gonna start work. But my work involves reading. So it's time to start our second book for the reading challenge. Sorry, I have a heating pad on right now because I'm having like a cramp or something. I don't know what's going on. Let's start our second book for the 24-hour readathon. I want to do something a little bit different in terms of genre. I want to do something, I think, a little paranormal, maybe fantasy. I feel like it would be a good time to do a vampire book. I think we're gonna read this novella that I got on my Kindle. It's technically in between 2 books in a series. I read the first book. I'm not going to read the second one. The books I'm talking about are the Crowns of Nyaxia series, Serpent in the Wings of Night, and its sequel by Carissa Broadbent. It's a vampire romance series, has Hunger Games vibes. To me, I will say the vampires in this world feel less like vampires. They feel like fae to me. They have wings. It's not like your Twilight style vampire. They're a little more intricate, which is probably a good thing for a lot of people. There's a novella in between those 2 books, and it's called 6 Scorched Roses. And you can read it on its own. I've heard really great things. It's like 180 pages. And I think that's what I'm going to start with as our first book for this morning. 6 Scorched Roses. All right, chapter 1. Let's do it. The first rose. The first time I met death, it was in my first breaths, or rather, the first breaths I didn't take. Okay, I'm intrigued. 9 hours left. Let's keep going. Okay, we have Lilith, who is our main character, and then we have Vale. Vale is a vampire. Lilith is dying. Her sister, her whole town, they are dying from this illness, and so Lilith is going to find a cure. She needs vampire blood to do so, so she strikes up a deal with this vampire named Vale. I think we have met Vale in the other books, but he was just like a side character, so I don't remember that much about him. Every time that they meet, she says that I will give you a rose in exchange for your blood. So there's 6 meetings and 6 scorched roses. He calls her Mouse. I'm over nicknames. I think we need to retire nicknames in romance. The 6th and final rose. Dreams of my mother, my father. Dreams of Mina. Dreams of dusty skin on rickety floorboards. Dreams of amber eyes and silver wings. Why do I want to cry again? I'm too emotional for this. Maybe it's something in between. What does that mean? What does that mean? The sister dynamics. Oh, they're making me feel things. Oh, I finished it. Wow, that was good. I'm emo. That was good. I think I'm gonna give that 4 stars. Not quite like a 5, but I enjoyed it. It is now almost 11:30. It is time to start our next book. And I think I'm gonna start a book that I have no chance of finishing by the end of the day. It is on my TBR, and it's what I'm in the mood to read. It is City of Gods and Monsters by Kayla Edwards. This is the first book in a big-ass fantasy romance series. I do have the audiobook as well as the physical copy. It's on Kindle Unlimited. I'm ready. No, whichever way I want to read this, I'm ready to go. Probably will get up and get some lunch here in a little bit. Get out of bed, maybe change. 5.5 hours to go. Let's see how far we can get in this in 5.5 hours. All right, it is now almost 1 p.m. and I am about halfway through chapter 6, so I've honestly not made much progress. I got a little distracted, but I am 50 pages in. Darian has just been hired because he's one of the Darkslayers. He is hired as a Darkslayer to assassinate Lauren, is what it seems like, for $3 million. Or maybe not to kill her, maybe just to capture her. And so right now he's kind of just like hunting her, stalking her, trying to like figure out who she is, what she's doing, and why people are paying $3 million. Right now it's essentially witch and witch hunter, which is a dynamic that I enjoy. All right, it is time for a good old check-in. It is 2:52. I got dressed, I did a little makeup, I'm finishing up my lunch right now, and I've been listening to the audiobook the whole time. So I just got to chapter 19, which is on page 183. We've made a little dent. Almost 200 pages in. But this book is 725 pages, so maybe we'll try to get to page 300. This isn't necessarily a review, but I am enjoying this story. They start talking and they kind of decide that they're gonna work together, and now for Lauren's safety, she's like staying with him. But she's also going to school still, and the writing is not cringy. I feel like a lot of these like urban paranormal romances sometimes have juvenile or cringy writing, but it's not poetic or too flowery. It's definitely funny, there's humor, just like good. And nowadays, that is wonderful. I do think we are dragging out. It's definitely like a slow burn plotline, a slow burn character development, but there's definitely like a cast of characters. I'm assuming we're gonna get like a found family. But yeah, anyway, I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna keep listening to it, and I'll check back in 2 hours when we finish up this readathon. At this point, might as well make it 26 hours. I mean, I've got no other plans. Darian calls Lauren Rookie, and for some reason that nickname doesn't bother me. I think it just suits the storyline. She is a rookie. I love Blue from The Right Move because Indie Blue, and she has blue eyes. Like, that Blue is always a cute nickname to me. But if a character randomly starts referencing another character by like a baby animal or a pastry, I'm over that. I'm over those kind of nicknames. Mouse? Bunny? Muffin? Sugar? Okay. I still think we could do less nicknames, but I'm not mad at Rookie. All right, it is 5 p.m., which means we've officially hit 24 hours of reading. I did not quite make it to page 300. I think my reading pace was definitely the slowest with this book because I'm trying to like learn all the characters, learn about the world building. I made it to page 253, coincidentally, is right at the beginning of part 3, Wish Upon the Lyre. 250 pages, that could be a novel, so technically I've read like 3 books today. I am having fun with this book so far. We have Wildcard by Elsie Silver, which I ended up giving 5 stars. I love some good old-fashioned character growth, character development, a good ending to the series in my opinion. Then we have 6 Scorched Roses, which I also enjoyed. I think because it's a novella, I just didn't connect with the characters as much as I have some of my other favorite romances. But as for a vampire novella, this was really good. 4 stars for that one. And then we made it 250 pages into City of Gods and Monsters, and I will continue this and try to finish it sometime soon. Thank you so much for coming with me on this little 24-hour reading journey. It's been so long since I've done one of these. It felt great to just dedicate some hours to reading. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe. You can give me some hype. You can also comment. I try to have a new vlog out every single week, so be sure to stick around. Bye!